I'm so sorry about that. My recording cut me off, but here we are, part two, jumping back into it. I write cycle day one, and that way I can project out into my calendar when cycle day 14 and cycle day 28 will be. And then I'll be able to look ahead and see which days I'm going to be in my ovulatory phase, which days I'm going to be getting towards the end of my cycle and needing to taper off my workouts and keep good track of my blood sugar. And then I try to have Sunday be like a meal planning day and a grocery shopping day where I look at my calendar and I take mental note. Where am I in my cycle? What type of foods and exercises should I be doing this week? Maybe make a grocery trip and maybe make like a rough draft plan for my week, considering where I'm at in my cycle. So just show this to you one more time. This is like a little sample: cycle day 1, cycle day 14, and cycle day 28. You would change what you write depending on the length of your cycle. And again, if that is like a little bit confusing and hard to put into practice just with that little bit of information, it would probably be a good idea to work privately with someone who could really one-on-one help you to get your cycle syncing and your calendar all set up. So moving forward, I have one last thing that I want to say to you guys and tell you about. It's a secret. I have not talked about it really at all on any social media or to really anybody yet about what's coming next for me and what I offer with this coaching business. And then I'm going to talk to you about my program pricing and wrap up this masterclass. So I want to tell you guys that in the very beginning of 2023, next year, I am going to, for the very first time, be offering group coaching. So currently, and since I've started my coaching business, I have only offered private one-on-one coaching sessions within a 6-month program. And as you could guess, that means that this is a little bit of a higher end price point to pay for and almost on the brink of being a luxury business. This has been something that I've mentally struggled with because I feel that this information that I'm sharing is extremely valuable and I want to offer it to everybody. I don't want to hoard this information or keep it a secret. I truly feel like almost any woman could benefit from knowing all of the things that I talk about in my 6-month program. It's also like 10 years of my experience and trial and error on myself with weight loss and a healthy relationship to food and hormonal symptoms and imbalance. All of the things that I've learned, the most important things that I would ever recommend somebody implement, like consolidated into a 6-month program so that you don't have to spend all that time and all of that trial and error and that learning through failure, which is what I tend to do. So it really can shorten the duration of how long it takes to see transformation and change in your own life, if this is something that you've been struggling with for a while. But anyways, I've struggled with having this coaching be a luxury business that isn't necessarily affordable or accessible to all people. But I worked with a business coach who kind of gave me a healthy, proper perspective about it, which was that, is this supposed to be your job? Will you have time to do this if you're working another full-time job? And no, I wouldn't have time to coach people if I had a different full-time job. This is meant to be my full-time job and bring me my full-time income to raise my 2 children with and pay my bills with. And I want it to be sustainable. I want it to last for my lifetime so that for my lifetime, I can share what I've learned, continue to learn and continue to share. So I've wanted to make this accessible to all people. She recommended I make this a luxury business for the first year or 2 years until I get the business rolling to a point that I have a predictable, sustainable income, and then introduce group coaching at a rate that's much lower and more affordable to all people, and add that on top of the private coaching. And miraculously, wonderfully, I have gotten to that point in my business now where my one-on-one private coaching is really thriving. I'm working with a consistent handful of women and having women continuously come into my program and they're thriving in it. So many of these women are actually transforming their lives. And now I have the space, time, and experience in my schedule to offer group coaching without feeling overwhelmed by adding something new to my program. So I'm going to be adjusting my group program, my coaching program just slightly. I'm going to change it just a little bit from how it is created now, geared towards an individual private client. And I'm going to gear it towards a group. And then I will work with groups of 6 to 12 people. And it will be a group for you to get to know and bond with and walk through this transformative journey together. And I'm also going to be offering this coaching at a much, much more affordable rate for all people, probably around or underneath the $100 a month. And I can guarantee that for my first trial groups, it's going to be probably less than $100 a month, which is going to be a killer deal and it won't last forever. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned, watch my social media and emails, and I will absolutely be letting you in on more details as soon as I know. But I do want to include one small little secret hint, is that I'm pretty sure I am going to build some yoga into this 6-month program, which would be completely new. The 6-month program that I've been offering to private clients up until this point does not include any yoga or fitness or movement at all. So that will be a whole new aspect of things where we can move through our energy together as a group. I think that it's going to be a pretty powerful option. So moving on, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you the current curriculum, for lack of better word, for my private 6-month coaching program. So let's get through all this. So right here, you'll see this 12-session transformation. So my 6-month program is 12 sessions, or 2 sessions a month, so bi-weekly sessions. And this handout here kind of just shows you the topics for each of the sessions. So how we take the 6 months to kind of learn about all these systems that impact your hormones and implement habit change that will support these systems. I'll give you a minute to take a picture of that or to look it over. And then I will show you my program agreement. Excuse me. So again, take a picture if you'd like to read this in more depth, because I'm not going to read the whole entire thing to you. But this little section here kind of explains what to expect from a private 6-month coaching program with me. Like I said, 12 bi-weekly 60-minute hour-long appointments, which will include a discussion of your goals and progress and a few recommendations from me. I check in with my clients usually on the week in between their session, so regular weekly contact. If you're local, I offer farmers market trips, one-on-one cooking sessions, or pantry makeovers. And then I give all of my clients a variety of handouts and book excerpts and readings that support what we're talking about, recipes that they can use to have healthier food options, food samples, and other materials. And I do have the option with my private sessions to add yoga for an additional fee. And then up here in this corner on the left is going to talk about my 6-month program pricing. So my full pricing for my 6-month program currently is $2,010 and can be broken up into 6 or 12-month payment plans. And highlighted here are what those monthly payments would be. $335 a month if it was a 6-month payment plan, $167.50 a month if it was a 12-month payment plan. I'm not going to go over my yoga add-on pricing, but feel free to take a picture. And I want to give the note that if you are local, meaning you live in Lynn County, so if you are local to me and you live in Lynn County, I do offer a sliding scale for this total cost of my 6-month program. If you're interested in talking more about the sliding scale, then you would want to set up a free consultation with me. And of course, these are all the other things that are involved. I'm losing my words. I've been talking for too long, you guys. All the other things that are in my program agreement are personal responsibility, confidentiality, that I'm protected by the law, etc. My role, my scope of practice. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. So that's my class for the night. You guys, thank you so much if you decided that you are going to watch this full video from beginning to end and listen in about the 4 phases of the cycle. I hope that you found value in this and that you found something you can take away and put into action into your life to start feeling better now. And I want you to know that I would love to hear from you if you are interested in having a consultation to talk about private coaching with me, or if you would like to be put on a wait list and be one of the first people to get details and information and an invitation to my limited group coaching, then send me a private message and I will put you first on the list for the group coaching wait list. Other than that, if you guys had any questions from this masterclass, please send me an email or a private message. I'd love to answer whatever questions you have. I hope that you guys are having a lovely fall time as we transition into these darker, cozier nights and are enjoying cooking those warming fall time foods, stews, soups, all that kind of stuff. Eat fruits and vegetables, stay hydrated. Move your body in loving ways and take rest when you need it. Honor the way that you feel. Your feelings are to be trusted and you're not crazy. And with that, thank you guys all. I hope you enjoy your night. Goodbye.